I feel like we're getting played now. What the hell? Inflation is down. This whole time, inflation has been beaten. Gold is like not stopping. This is going up more and more and more. It's like some people know that fiat money is about to get debased and collapse. Every asset is going to lose 80%, just like what's it called? S&P 500 during the Great Depression. Houses will lose 80%, crypto will lose 80%, stocks will lose 80%. Well, the only difference with crypto losing 80% is it's going to survive it and then skyrocket back up thousands of percent after that. But yeah, and they know it. Like, there's no way other than that can explain why gold is going up so much. How do you do this? And look at what I've noticed. This tremendously great indicator that predicts every single crash of the market, predicted dot-com bubble flawlessly. Look, 2000, 2001, pow. And then you go to boom, 2000 crash. Got it. The only issue with this one is everything is delayed by 1 year. Look, it gave the signal in 2000, crash was in 2001. Here it gave the signal in 2007, crash was in 08 and 09. 08, yeah. And then 2020 was spot on. It here gave two crash, the 2018 one, 2018, 2019, 19, what did I say, 19? It gave this, and then this. And now, it's dangling up in the air like this, looming, waiting to crash again on us. So, because it's delayed by 1 year, which is a big problem, I had to find one that's close to it. And what I found, ladies and gentlemen, 3-month bond. Let's see even if the 1 month is better. If there's something a little bit more accurate or not. There's no data going back here. But anyway, look. Oh, July 24, July 24. No, it's not even showing 24 because it's delayed 1 year. Look, right now. It stopped in April because they don't want to tell us what's going on. They don't want to tell us. But look, it's going down, and every time that it's going down like this, it's a crash. If it's going down steadily, it's good. If it's going down fast, brace yourself. Don't know what to do, man. Well, no, obviously I know. Hedge your portfolio with the VIX, because even if your portfolio happened to make minus 99%, which is impossible, look what's going to happen. You buy VIX here. Now it does this 100%. You're protected, completely protected. Your money is good. And now it makes even more usually. Like the previous crash in April with tariffs, it made 300%. 250% in the crash that nobody remembers except me. I'm not even gonna tell y'all. It's your job to remember. Nah, I'm nice. I'm gonna be nice. It was summer session rule triggered, yen carry trade crash, and some other bullshit like this that was cap. And then during COVID, little flu up 500%, and then 2008. 500. So yeah, this is what I'll do. But I got a problem with this because I don't like buying VIX high, because if you're wrong you take downside. It can be pretty bad. Like here I can take a 30% downside. Not okay with that, but for this reason I put yes, a VIX guide. So what this explains is every time it's on the green line you buy, and in between the green line you just buy to protect your portfolio. This is perfect because if you are wrong and the stock market keeps going up but you bought VIX, you're just gonna be like go from zero drawdown to 10%, and then inevitably it's gonna skyrocket, inevitably. So I'm not buying here. No, I'm buying here because it will touch this. There's no massive crash that happened ever in life without the VIX touching this. Before COVID, boom, it was here. Before those two spikes, it was here. Before 2008, it was here. So everything all right. I'll hedge oil though, because I know for a fact that this next crisis, it will not be like 2008 and COVID 2020 where the crisis crashed the price of oil. No, this time it will rise. It will rise up. I have many informations about it. I know it will. So yeah, in the last video you can see I started buying oil, which right now is hedged. But yeah, weird. What else? When this is on the low like this, I'm gonna start hedging too with VIX. But yeah, it doesn't answer. Like, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know why this is going like this, but it's very troubling. It's very bad. Doesn't need intervention apart from hedging. Like, never sell your portfolio. But sometimes I just have these random thoughts. I'm like, be careful, be really careful, because every once in a while you get a stock market that's not even making any profit in 20 years, in 10, 15, 20 years. Look, okay, best example is S&P. Okay, look at that. From 2000 to 2014-ish, so 14 years, not a single profit if you bought here. And not only no profit, but losses, because remind you, the prices from 2000 to 2008 were not the same because of the inflation. And then from the quantitative easing that they started in 2012, even less purchasing power. And then if you go way back, it's the same before. If you buy in 1965, from 1965 to 1980, no profits, which is another 15-year period. And if you can even go, you keep going a little bit. 1982, so yeah, 15 to 20-ish years, no profit. I mean, when you have a steady big income, it's a blessing. I explain it real quick before y'all attack me why it's a blessing for the stock market to not go up for 20 years. Because look, let me take this example, is better. 15 years, you work, you put aside 1/4 of your paycheck to the stock market doing DCA. You buy here. You now have, okay, let me pull up the calculator for y'all. I'm not good at math, just like some historians. I'm not gonna say anything, but so that's okay. For in 15 years times 12, you bought 180 times. Okay, how much money is 1/4 of a paycheck? Okay, in France, people make 2,000 a month. Yeah, I know where broke is, so that's gonna be 500. So you bought 180 times 500 bucks times 180 time. You now have 90,000 invested. in the course of 15 years, which didn't go up. It's flat. Now, after this year period, now it starts going up. After you accumulated 19,000, and you end up with 500% profit. 19,000 plus, what was it, 400%. Wow. Okay, you have a house now, fully paid off, no interest, nothing. Boom. Now let's compare to today, which we have an erratic stock market that just keeps going up for no, like this, which might end soon. Let's say you started here 2019, so this is 5 years more or less. Calculator, 5 year time 12, invested this. Okay, 60 time, how do I raise it? Time, why is it 15? 5 times 12. Yeah, you invested. Bro, I'm lost. Wait, let me think. No, yeah, cut that out. We're gonna make a new one. Let's say we started in 2010, which is also 15 years. Okay, so what I'm trying to explain, long story short, is here. Yes, it was stuck for 15 years, but you made 500%. Compared to a stock market that just keeps on going up, you wouldn't have that much time to buy. You see, you just had 5 years. 5 years, how much you bought? 5 times 12, you bought 16 times. 16 times 500, you bought with 30k. Assuming you bought everything at this place, you would only made 100%, but you didn't even buy everything here. You have buys here, 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 spreading all across up to there. So if we do the average, let's make an average price. Okay, you bought here, let's say roughly your average price is this, so you will be up just 30% on what it was. It was 30,000. Huh? Yeah, you will be up just 9k with an outrageous inflation from COVID times. So really, it was better to be in this time. I know it's painful to have the stock market just down for so long, but yeah, it will be bad right now because I invest all my money. Like I invest, my paycheck is 1600. I spend only $100 a month and I invest all the rest. Yeah, I spend the profits, but on investments like old motorcycles, old car that don't depreciate, they appreciate, so it's an investment too, but I spend. So if we were to start a time where the stock market goes down for 15 years, right now while I invest everything, I'll be in hella trouble. So I can't stop thinking about it. I need to do something about it. Like, do I sell? No, never, because if I'm wrong and I sell, let's say I'm right at the start, I sell here, I don't buy back, it goes down, I feel like a genius, huh? Mr. Smart, Mr. McLovin. Oh, I'm so smart, look at that. Boom, it recovers. Now I have no longs, nothing. I'm on the sidelines. I missed out on, what's it called? Generational wealth, compounding interest, Warren Buffett style. I'm doomed. So what I'm going to do is what I explained earlier. VIX in. I got a VIX. This is the way I VIX in while the drop is happening. I do not DCA. Like the new paychecks, I keep pocketing them in. Maybe I'll park them in bonds because bonds are beat down so much and there's a liquidity crunch incoming. Fed is, I explained in all the videos, Fed is not lowering rates. It's a lie. It's all a lie. No, it's not that. Freak. Where's the... Yeah, okay, you're gonna have to see it like this. 10 year. My bad. 10 year. Look, Fed is talking about lowering interest rate. It's not happening. They're increasing it actually. They're saying things but doing the opposite. Oh my god, look at that sell-off. When this goes down, it means the Fed is letting bonds mature without reinvesting, which is, in other words, increasing interest rates. Look, when they started increasing interest rate back in 2022, look at that what they did. They stopped buying and increasing interest rate. Look at that. So much selling. And when they are actually decreasing interest rate, what happened? This goes up. So this is what we should be seeing. Not at that extent, but it should be at least level to at least going a little bit up. Right. So if we keep following that, you get it. They're doing the opposite of what they're saying. And they're screwing up the economy like this, causing a liquidity crunch. Maybe at the end it will spike to 6%, 6-7, and crash the stock market and all. And this is when I will buy bonds. Maybe I'll park my money in bonds. When they resolve the issue, it's going to go back to 2%, 1%. And on top of that, I'll have VIX and Bitcoin longs plus hedges and oil. And I'll just pocket my extra cash. I will not invest during the 15 years down crash. No. Imagine DCAing. Oh my god. No. But yeah, it's not like I don't have methods to know when it's the bottom. I covered that on previous videos. I did it flawlessly on April 7. Let me find the videos. Yeah, flawlessly is the term. Where is it? Ah, yeah, is this. So I got it. Still have this knowledge. And yeah, Fed is lying through their teeth, screwing up the market. And yeah, whatever. I'm really scared for this. Even here. No way. From 2017 to 2020. Okay, it's just 3 years. And what's funny is we're always like, oh, but times changed. Now times change. We'll never see again the stock market sideways for 15 years, blah, blah, blah. And then it happens. You think they were expecting it? The boomers here, the disco boomers? No. But one other thing that I noticed is when the stock market is sideways for a long time is when the life is great. Ask the olders, the boomers from 1960 to 1980. Was not life perfect? Cheap prices, you work a summer's job, you buy a brand new car, you work a little bit more, you buy a house, women were great, life was great. So it's a small price to pay for salvation, I guess. and when life is trash. Ever since COVID, markets keep skyrocketing up. Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. One more note, very important. I have to pull out the historic chart for this. What the hell is this? Give me the real S&P. Damn it. What is this? No. I'm gonna find the real one. Yeah, got it. One common denominator of all the previous crashes. When the bottom is here, the real dip, you do not have any money to buy. Here, why? Because the bank lost it all. Next. 20, I think there was a problem too. I wasn't there, but there was a problem too with money you couldn't buy, even if you wanted, because you were laid off from your job. Your bank refused to sell stocks. In 2008, same story. You got laid off. A lot of people got laid off. So you weren't thinking about, oh, I got laid off. I lost everything, but let me buy in the stock market. No, didn't happen. You didn't have any money here. Same for COVID. Crashed. Didn't have any money to buy. And now, on the next crash that they're plotting, I think we won't have any money. You know why? Because banks are going to lose all the money again. Like this one. It's gonna be brutal. But they will pay us back in CBDCs. Good job. That will be like, we lost all your money, but, and then 2-3 months later, when the bottom will be already set in and recovered, of course they can't let you buy. They don't want to. They're going to say, we're going to pay you back. We're going to save you. We're going to help you. Us, the central banks, sign in this paper and enroll in the program of CBDC. Join in CBDC. We'll refund all of your lost money. You lost 100K. We're gonna give you 100,000 CBDC. Sign right there, and people will be happy. They will accept it. They'll take it. That's so sad because they don't have any choice. It's like being forced. Are you gonna say no? I don't want my money. Give me back euros. Give me back dollars. Green dollars. Do that and you're gonna starve. Personally, I won't sign. I refuse. I will refuse. Because anyway, whenever it happens, I will be ready with VIX hedges. Most importantly, Bitcoin. Not just buying in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin will also crash. Because of the financial crisis, Bitcoin will also crash. But I'll buy Bitcoin on spot in my Trezor or Ledger or whatever, and then I'll short hedge it. I'll short Bitcoin. This way, my portfolio is going to be completely protected from the downside and from the bank losing my money, because I'm all in Bitcoin. See, I won't have to sign this paper with their CBDC. Never ever. And I won't suffer any drawdown, and I won't have that problem, this common problem of, oh no, I know it's the dip, but I can't buy. Look at that. Let me show you like how much wealth. Oh my god. I have to zoom out to see how much. Oh man. Yo. Come on. There seemed to be some problem with Microsoft. I can't do anything. I thought it was TradingView that had a problem with everything, and I did see some news. About like internet cables of Microsoft being cut off, whatever. Let me check on my phone. Now imagine the crash begins now, where everything I described, because it's easy to find out what they're trying to do, but the timing is very hard. Am I protected now? No, I have no VIX. I have petrol Yes, I have Bitcoin, yeah, but I have an overwhelming amount of stocks that if the problems start now, I'll be in big troubles. Okay, so nah, man, Microsoft, and you can see it's not me the problem because I have my Wi-Fi there. Okay, I'm gonna go on my phone. Okay, it seemed to have came back. Yeah. Okay, let me save my good old tabs. If without them I wouldn't be shit. Okay. I'm gonna do that later. SPX. Damn, what I wanted to say before they do. Ah, yeah, the percentage of profit. The outrageous profit. If you bought the bottom. You're not even ready, man. Oh! What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh! Let me calculate all that. Let's say during this time you have 30k saved up, which is a lot before inflation. Plus 120. Oh my god! Oh my lord! 2.5 million! And they're gonna rob you from that by when the crash happened. You won't have any money. No money, no buying. And they will pay you back in CBD. They're so evil. They're so evil. Oh man. This is really not fair because most people are smart enough to get rich. But if it wasn't for these evil, greedy vampires rigging everything, man, how low could it go? This support for it to have 15 years with no profit, knowing that we're in 2025. And it's not even always, sometimes it's more, but yeah, I guess that was before. I think now the cycles are shorter and shorter, which is very good innovation. Look, this dip lasted 12 year, 20 year, 35 years. Wow. Here's 20 almost, 15. So okay, maybe we won't have 20 or 10 years, but no profit for 3 to 5 years is completely possible with what they're plotting. Okay, so that was it. Concerning drop, very bad, weird. We'll see how it goes.